Real quick, I forgot to mention someone. Even though I said the big four, I know for a fact I talked about Victoria, Jasmine, and Chloe, but I forgot to mention Chloe's sister, Sky. I said Sky's name, but I didn't really mention that much. Now, the thing with Sky is, and Sky and Chloe, they're not blood-related blood sisters. They act like sisters. They're role-playing sisters. They're pretty good at pretending to be with sisters and all that bullshit. But they're not flesh and blood related sisters. They're just role playing. And I thought to myself, you know what? If I talk to Sky, she's going to start this whole thing of, oh, you blocked me again, bullshit, and you come back after 4 weeks, you don't talk to me, kind of thing. Because that's what her thing is. That's her character. That's who she is. If you don't talk to her for a certain amount of time, she goes off on you. She's like Harvey Dent. She's so two-faced. She starts off being really nice, being real polite, and then just like that, at a drop of a pin, at the side of a pin drop, how that saying goes, you know the old saying, you know what I'm trying to say. As soon as you lower your guard to talk to her, she blasts you. She did, and you know people yell when they talk? Well, she types the way she would normally yell at a person. Big capital letters with curses and everything. Or to say, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But you were gone for weeks. And I said, listen, I've had 7 accounts. And I've added you, and I'm not joking. I've re-added you on my 7 accounts. And I counted this. I've added her almost exactly 100 times. And I said, the reason why I block you is because you do this thing where you start off being really nice, and then you be really, really, really mean for no reason. And then you blame your bad days on me. And I sat her down and I said, listen, Sky, you can't blame me for having a bad day. Then she says, okay, I can hang out with you, but I can't hang out with you when Jake's around. And I thought, okay. And then every time I tried to hang out with her excuses was, I can't hang out with you right now. She wouldn't say why, she just said, I can't hang out with you right now. I'm busy. You could clearly see that he was online with you when you were on. You could clearly see that you guys were hanging out all the time. I hate Jake. I hated him. Ever since he first saw him, he is one of the guys that you know he's going to say something just to piss you off. But the thing is, she's so gullible, she doesn't believe anything I tell her, like, oh, you know, your best friend Jake said this to me, and he said that to me, and I'm like, why don't you ever believe me when I tell you when he says it? And even when she sees him say it to my face online, she doesn't say anything about it. She lets it roll over, and she goes, well, you shouldn't have said that. And every time I think she's saying Jake, weird, every time I think she's saying Jake, she obviously says it to me. She goes, oh, I told Jake you shouldn't have told you that. She says, no, you turned around and you told it to me. Which made no sense, because I was not the one causing the problem. She says, well, I had to make it look like it was you. And I was like, no, that's not fair. I've always had your back, and I've always been by your side when you needed me. I've had your back more times than I've had Victoria's back, to be honest with you. And then all of a sudden she says, well, I guess we can't be any friends anymore then. So I said to her, well, if that's the case, why do you stalk me online and always send me a friend request? And the thing is, you know it's her, because it's the first thing that comes up when you see it is her emoji come up. Her emoji comes up. And I recognize the emoji because when you've had her as a friend 100 times on 7 different accounts, you're not going to forget. She never changes it. She changes her name, but she never changes the emoji. And you see the little smiley face over her head? Hers is the winking one, if you know what I'm talking about. If you have your phones and you're the one that winks, that's the one. That's her emoji, and she never changed that. So I know it's her. I says, how do you know it's me? I changed my name and everything. I says, I know it's you. You make different accounts, but you always have the same emoji, and it's so obvious the way you speak to me. It's you, because when she speaks to me, well, in the message I mean, when she messages me, it's always capital letters. It's never small letters. It's always capital letters. Unless it's a hi, how are you? When she's pissed at you, it's always capitalized. And I've noticed that about some people that do that when they're angry. I don't do that when I'm angry. I just tell it as it is. Because when you try and make the whole sentence big, it takes a lot longer to go back to making it small again. It's a pain in the ass. And I don't really do that. If I'm angry, I put the mic on and then blast you. And I tell you why I'm angry. Otherwise, typing on the phone is just, oh god, I gotta switch from capital letters to back to small. It's a pain in the ass. But what she does is, these are the girls that can type, and they can type really quickly. Like, they'll send you like 10 messages, and you won't even realize it by the time you get back on going, oh my god, they sent me so many messages. When Sky sends you a message, she sends you 10 before you even get to the first one. She's one of those kind of girls. Like, most girls will just send you a few messages, but Sky sends you a dozen messages. And she's one of those, even though we're friends, she acts like we've known each other for years. We've only known each other for a year and a half, Sky. Calm down. So, even when I try to be nice to her friend, and she knows he's a dick, and trust me, there's been times that Jake has been a dick to me many, many times, to the point I've had a falling out with Jake, and I says, listen, I don't like when Jake's around you. He's just an asshole. And you can't see that he's an asshole. So she says to me, oh, well, we can hang out, but you can't tell him that we hang out. Also get very, very mad with me, and he won't be my friend anymore. I says, Sky, you gotta learn to pick sides, man. You gotta learn to pick sides. I've known you for a year and a half. He barely even knows you. I know everything about you because you've added me back 100 times, and I've blocked you almost 100 times on my account. Literally. And the only reason I would unblock her is because Jasmine, who was her best friend, would say, listen, she wants to talk to you, just unblock her. And the minute I unblock her, I guarantee you, because it's Sky, that she's going to say something mean. She's not going to say anything nice before she says anything mean. It's straight off the bat, bitch mode goes on, and then probably, if I can get her to calm down, she's nice to me for about an hour and a half. But the first 6 hours is just bitching at me, and I'm like, oh my god, Sky, you do this every time we try and talk. You bitch at me every single time we try and talk, and I'm tired of it. So when I made my 8th account on IBU, I blocked her immediately. I didn't even let her get a word out because I knew she was going to get a word out. She was going to say something. I don't know what it was going to be. It could be out because it's so. She says something about so stupid. It could be about hot chocolate or the weather or some stupid crap like that. And I'm thinking, why is it my fault the weather's bad? I'm not the weatherman. Oh, it's winning when you are. That's not my fault. How is it my fault the weather's bad? You know, something ludicrous. Just to get a rise on me. So I blocked her. And Jasmine went to me, you blocked her the minute you got on with a new account? I said she's gonna know. She says she would have never found out. You had a new account. She's the first one who adds me on my account, Jasmine. Do you find that odd that the first friend I get on my account when I have the account is her name comes up? I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. I know it sounds creepy, but it's just somehow when I make a new account, she's the first friend I have when I make a new account. It's the first friend request I get is from Sky, and I'm not even joking. Before I even start my game, it's the first friend request. I thought, no, I'm not going to add you again because you're just going to be a bitch to me for no reason. She says, I promise you, I won't be one. 4 hours in, nagging me to death. So I thought to myself, because she knows Chloe, I'm going to have her blocked immediately. And I did. I hesitated at first because I thought to myself, well, maybe she won't say anything. But the thing is, Chloe and Sky were too close. They're too close friends and they tell each other everything. everything. Even if you tell them something personal, like it's supposed to be between you two, she tells them because she's a tattletale and she always writes me out. And the thing is, Chloe and Sky are just too close. So friends, even though I've known Sky longer. So I thought, I'll have her blocked first. And the minute I had her blocked, Jasmine said, "Why did you block Sky for? What did she do?" I said, "She does what she always does. She, nags me and then apologizes after she's done it. But she's not the kind of person that can apologize and it sticks. She's the kind of person that apologizes. For example, when you apologize to someone, you normally say, 'I'm sorry, I don't want to fight anymore.' But she says, 'I'm sorry,' and then goes, 'Oh, do you remember the time we did this?' And I was like, 'Oh, here we go.' Here we go. As soon as you hear that tone of voice come out of her mouth, you go, 'Oh my God, you just apologized.' And you're gonna go, 'But do you remember this?' And I was like, every time I hear that, it's like I feel like I'm in an episode of Seinfeld. Up, here we go. You know when you hear that in comic relief TV shows, when the person goes, 'Oh, here we go,' you know for a fact that shit's about to kick off, and I'm thinking, oh my God, we apologize. What would you say? Do you remember this time? And bring that up. Oh, every time with Sky, every time I'm around Sky, I just want to leave the room. I can't. I don't know how to stomach it most of the time when I'm around Sky. She is a absolute one of those troll players that she'll say something nice and then she'll just crush you after she says it. I swear to God, Victoria started to act a little bit like her. Jasmine as well, because they weren't like that before. Until they met Sky, they were so nice. They were so fun to be around, but when they met Sky, things changed. And I'm telling you, if you're me and a girl says, "But do you remember this?" you know she's gonna kick off. And I hate that about some girls. I hated it. I hate when they apologize to you just to turn around to your face and say, "Well, I forgive you, but you remember the time you did this to me?" I was, oh my God, don't do that. I hate people that do that. "Do you remember this time?" And I was like, oh my God, here we go. Here we go. This guy's gonna say something just to make herself feel big, only to do a fake. Most of the time when she apologizes, it's half-assed and fake. Because she'll put in that roll your eyes emoji on. I'm like, okay, you obviously didn't mean that. Thank you for the low blow. May I have another? So me and Sky had a falling out because of what I told Jake. But you don't understand, when Jake's got you cornered, you have to tell him the truth. You can't lie because he won't leave you alone about it. He'll pester you until you tell him. And I don't know what it was. I don't know if it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't very big. I just told her that she cheated in one of the games, right? I says, yeah, she did, but I didn't think she meant to. He blasted her on the mic, and he was pissed. And she blasted me because I was supposed to tell him, but Jake is just one of those people that just dig and dig and dig until you tell him anyway. So then I thought, you know what? I've made my account 8 times, and I know for a fact that Sky is going to add me. And behold, when I got her friend request, I declined it, and I blocked her. And the minute I blocked her, I knew that Jasmine was going to say something. I just predicted it. Because in the next 3 seconds, a message from Jasmine came up on my screen, and I went, oh my God, are you kidding me? And she went, why did you block her? You know she hates that. She hates being blocked. That really upset her. I says, because she's going to say something to upset me, and we're going to have another falling out for the 8th time. That is why I did what I did. Now, normally, when I block a person on my account, I don't want to talk to you. That's a nice... I don't... See, you people are scum. You're scumbags. You take the joyride of you take the piss out and the joy right out of reporting to someone. When you can block them, it's so much easier and nobody gets hurt. You guys have reported on me 3 times purposely, and I've lost my account 3 times because of you guys. And then you're just absolute scumbags for doing it in the first place. You report me for the little things like, oh, because I cursed you out in a match, or we're falling out online. So you abuse the system of reports. You're only supposed to report people is when it gets really, really serious. If we lose a game, that's not a reason to report me. I hate people like that. I hate people that do that. They report you for nothing and you lose your account. I've almost lost my account 3 times these past 3 years. I almost lost it in 2019, 2020, and 2021. Back about 2 or 3 months ago, rather. So I remember I got a message saying your account has been permanently. No, it wasn't permanently banned. It was suspended for a week. And I thought, I wasn't even on my PlayStation VR that long. How can I get suspended for a week when I wasn't even on the damn thing? And then I got a message from my old friend saying, I told you so. And when he said that, I thought, oh, you son of a bitch, you set me up again. But people say they told you so. They report you. So, I've stayed off my PlayStation 4 and Vita more, so I don't risk myself of being banned from my account. Because sadly, if you get banned on your PlayStation 4, because they're connected, you can get banned on your PlayStation Vita, and I thought to myself, that sucks. And I need my PlayStation 4 and Vita so I can play games. I need them. So I stay off PlayStation 4 and I go on my phone and I play video games on my phone. So that way I don't get banned on the PlayStation 4. It's just too risky. It's just too risky. I don't even use messages anymore because it's just too risky. Because I say something I don't mean, and then instead of just blocking me, they up on me and they report. And I've never reported on anyone. I've blocked them, sure. But when you abuse the system and think to yourself, I'm going to report you, that's secondly thought. Why did you just say, I'm going to block you and call it a day? I think I've probably only blocked 906 people on my PlayStation 4. But I've never reported anyone. Never, because I've never crossed that line to think to myself, I'm going to report this guy because it's annoying me. Never. Even if he really, really, really gets on my nerves, I'm not going to report anyone. So please don't abuse the system anymore, people. Thank you.